Well, I guess I'm going to be burned in effigy on this one. 4:34 West Coast time in the afternoon. It's still the 25th of November, 2023. Okay, you're very irritating. Sean C. Weaver of Rosamond, California. Yeah. So, Facebook has people I associate with, and some people actually have either a weird ass sense of humor or they like picking on other people left and right. Be keyboard warriors and sound tough on keyboards. Have war of words, but not actual physical confrontation. Might scare living daylights out of people if something like that actually happens, or even threaten. I deal with that on a constant basis out here. I have to hold myself back because there are certain things that I try not to say because I did that a long time ago. Coming into one particular group of this town of Roseman, I didn't realize how much of Donald Trump and Kevin McCarthy they have this fetish for. And coming in as a liberal, I'm considered a libturd slash libtard. The words that they have, liberal, libturd, well, basically I'm like, and I'll probably be blowing away all the damn advertising anyway. I'm a liberal piece of shit slash retarded liberal or a liberal retard. Hence the terminology of libturd slash libtard. Well, maybe I am. So I play the head game on that one. But I tell you, sometimes I really get sick and tired of dealing with the keyboard warriors who play this game all the time. My question is to myself, why the hell do I play their idiotic insanity? For what reason is there? Quite frankly, I must be retarded because I am playing that game. I'm playing into their damn mental status. If they want to have if they want to actually have discussions or debates, fine, I'm open for it. But what I can't stand is they're hiding behind their games and laughing their heads off. And I would prefer straight on at this point. I've had these guys once in a while, well, once in a great while, would drive by, honk, or flip me off because I mouthed off to a lot of them. And because we tried to keep the politics these days down to a dull minimum, but they still do it. I just don't engage with them. I just keep blocking them on social media. It's the only way I can try to keep my own level of peace at this point. In this particular instance, I probably should have. For one particular guy who kept badmouthing California being liberal, we were being destroyed by liberals, and we got a drug war. And this person's coming from Pennsylvania. They should talk. They should talk. So how many shootings have they already had so far? But then again, compared to how many shootings we've had out here as well, don't even get the news all that much. And we've already lost officers from different things happening, car accidents or people trying to kill them. But we don't get that much attention, do we, out here in California? But they're thinking our economy is being destroyed left and right. Housing prices gone out have gone up. Rental prices are going through the roof, and not many places to find places to go anyway. So no wonder we have mass exodus happening. And I'm saying it because I'm in California watching all this damn shit going on. In my hometown of Roseman, we've already got some kind of apartment complex. We can call it housing complexes for low rent. government subsidies. People don't like it. I think it brings trouble. We're bringing in more people over here, but don't have enough things to supply them with. We don't have the county resources like other people would have. You want the county resources, you go over to Bakersfield, or else you try to squeeze it out of Mojave. If you're lucky enough, you get food stamps out of these assholes. Bakersfield doesn't exactly do the cash aid, but LA County does. But LA County, even out here in the Antelope Valley area, doesn't have enough housing for anybody these days. They always have a problem with the homeless because they can't find places to lay or sleep at. You have the NIMBYs controlling that situation. Yeah, not in my backyards. And that's not talking about liberals either. We're talking about people either Republican, if they are Republican, or liberal or independent, who just don't care because their own housing market goes downhill every time there's homeless in the area. It just sucks out the values of their home because the neighborhood doesn't look nice enough. We had a mayor in the last 10, 15 years who kept hammering on the homeless left and right. Still does. People have nowhere else to go in the big desert we have because we don't have any housing or facilities or resources enough. That's not liberalism. That's market economics right there. Housing industries. That's not dealing with liberalism. But we also have crime going up. Is that also blamed on liberalism as well? For a lot of people, they would probably say, yeah, because Gavin Newsom, governor out here, isn't doing much for it. He's already enacted a few laws that's already curtailed uh, a lot of efforts that the law enforcement have been trying to do to keep guys in jail, and we keep releasing them. And then we run into the situations where these guys are becoming repetitive and more brazen and more dangerous. I just keep watching the news reports on those and reading the papers about that one. It had been rumored, and I still can't find it as fact or not, and I can't support it either, other rumor, that Gavin Newsom in the last 5 years hasn't met with any of the sheriffs or the sheriff's union or associations to see what he can do for protection of the citizens, or let alone the sheriffs. I've seen the online accusations going on. Newsom's already talked to people outside the state of California concerning about the influx of immigrants coming from Texas and Florida. And what was the sheriff's department supposed to be doing at that point? Well, they're supposed to be following all the laws and rules and regulations at this point over here. But also without a support from the governor, I can understand that particular point of view. Newsom's on his last term right now. There's nothing much he can do. There's going to be people coming up who are campaigning for the job of governor, Democrat and Republican. I was about to say Trumplican because I don't believe that there is any more Republicans, just Trumplicans who believe in Donald Trump and his madness. But they blame, certain people out there blame that we're too liberal and we're owned by liberalism. We've been a liberal state. Every time we've gone into a conservative state, our economy goes for shit. That includes from a well-known actor with well-known intentions. I mean, good intentions, and unfortunately, his actions sucked. I still like his movies. I still like his acting. His charity work, fine. But dealing with our economy and tanking like like it was, that's right. Every time there was a Republican in office and a Democrat comes, and the Democrat has to finish up cleaning up California. There may have been a few Democrats out there I didn't exactly see eye to eye on, but I don't consider California a lost cause either. This is my home state. And yeah, I'll take words with anybody else. I'll argue with them. I'll debate them. It's not a perfect state like any other. Older state is perfect. How many times have they already had gunshots happening in their cops? How many times have I already got in the news saying that this happened? We're not exactly king of misery in the news. We're trying to stay out of the damn thing. People want gun laws. Have gun laws. No, we want gun laws. We want more guns, okay? Then you get to be put on news more often. Just how much blood are you willing to squeeze out of your own natives? Out of your own residents in your state? Kind of a harsh criticism, isn't it? You guys don't want to protect your citizens? You want to put more guns out there? I guess you want more bloody sacrifices to an unknown god. I'm a guest. Talk to me about California being a liberal state and doesn't like guns. You're right, we don't like guns because we don't want the damn bloodshed happening out here. We're losing too many damn people in the streets as it is. We got ghost guns being popped up left and right. People can use a 3D printer and make a gun. The 3D printer is registered. Scary, isn't it? But it's going to have to be coming to that, isn't it? There's one thing when you have gun manufacturers tracking their own wear by putting serial numbers, and we could track those. But ghost guns? Sure, we got a right to defend ourselves at this point over here. But you also have a right to commit murder with ghost guns. And the ghost guns can be put on the street. No serial numbers, no nothing, nothing traceable. And we're going to fight that one. But no, we're too liberal because we allow ghost guns on the street. Because people want more guns. And feed a bloody god for that one too. You guys want your Christianity. You want to be Christian nationalists. You want to ban books from people left and right. You want to ban knowledge. You want to ban creativity. You want to ban everything. How about banning yourselves to non-existence? That would help us all a great deal. And no, you want to be mouthing off left and right. You want to go over to books places. You want to go to book fairs and ban them because they're promoting. Yeah, they're promoting things that you don't like. Welcome to democracy. Welcome to a pluralism. Oh, I'm sorry. Plurality isn't in your lingo. It isn't in your nature. It has to be your viewpoint, your way. Otherwise, I'm going to cry and scream and yell at people and tell them what to do. Newsflash. You're going to have other people doing the same thing in your ear and your face. See, something about democracy always keeps people, they don't understand it. In a democracy, it's compromise in order to get things done. We can have two polarizing groups screaming and yelling their heads off. But the thing is, if they also support the freedom to do so, there's compromise. If they can find a gray area to agree upon, maybe there's compromise, and that's part of democracy right there. But in democracy, it's always majority rules, but at least in this government, we can at least have the minority have their say and have the debate on the floor. We allow them that much. But now we got the minority having more the majority viewpoint. It's either their way or the highway. No, I'm sorry, it's not going to work that way either. One party rules them all. Are you going to be going in for an autocratic society? Are you coming into an autocratic government? Your will and that's it? Not in this country, not the way our traditions have been set up, not the way our ancestors have fought like hell for it. So believe me, Scooter boys and girls, it's not gonna be that way. You want to have a debate? Let's have a debate. Let's argue about it. Let's scream and yell. I'm going to bring up an old movie back in the 90s on this one. Michael Caine, Annette Bening, Charlie Sheen, Michael J. Fox. You ever heard of the movie, The American President? Check out the last 15 minutes. not the credits, just before the credits. Check out the president's speech. In fact, why don't you go to YouTube right now on that one? Maybe I should include it for this particular video because that'll help you people understand something about democracy, what's explained about it. For a fictional movie talking about a fictional president dealing with real world applications, he made sense at the end. For a liberal, libtard president who had to deal with things that you didn't. You complain about the drug wars at this point over here. What are you folks doing about it? Not a damn thing. You complain about the damn fentanyl, but you're not supporting the law enforcement who are trying to stop this damn thing in the first place. But you're going to be causing havoc at the borders thinking that's going to be solving everything. You morons just don't get it. We also have the border up north. You're going to be going after the Canadians? Are you going to be surrounding the seaports we have on both west and east coast? Or how about the Caribbean as well, coming down from the south? I'm not talking about the land border. I'm talking about through rafts and stuff like that coming. Are you going to do something about that too? You going to do something about that? No? But you're going to be willing to yell and scream about the damn thing and think that's going to help. Nope. You're wimps. A rare time, I'm actually going to be saying this out to people and telling you what's going on. That's a rare thing. You guys bitch and gripe about what you don't like. I don't see you doing anything to changing it. Where is your outrage every time we have people getting shot and killed? You bitch and gripe about the drug war at the borders left and right, or the immigrants. Where's your outrage? I don't see you marching up and down the halls of Congress, or let alone your state legislatures. How about if somebody gets killed in your neighborhood with ghost guns? What are you going to do about it? Bitch and gripe about the liberals. You guys are wusses. You guys are wimps. I'm calling you out. You want to have the debate? Have the damn debate. But then after that, what are you going to do? You're losing your freedoms. You're losing your rights. But I don't see you going out there protesting about it. I don't see you going out there doing something that the government will say, okay, you're legally entitled to do so. Going after people, threatening their lives, going over to synagogues, mosques, temples, churches, and proclaim your damn hatred over people? That's your way of doing it? You guys are wimps and wusses. I don't see you assholes outside my street saying that you guys think you know better. Bring it on, assholes. Bring it on. I'll be out there, not be just with a sign. I'll be out there with a cane and a sign and say, come on. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Let's have an open debate right there. Put it on camera. Put me as a damn Karen, and I'll be screaming and yelling at your face on a corner, on a public corner. And I'll be saying, this is how we should deal with things. What's your solution about it? You're going to be yelling how much of a libtard and screwed up person I am. Then I said, this is no debate. You're just a schoolyard bully. And you're going to be taking down a handicapped? Ooh. I go to college. That doesn't give me absolute right over everybody else. This means I'm book smart. But life smart's a different story altogether, don't you think? So how do we demonstrate life smart versus book smart? Wouldn't that be a nice debate right there? I've heard debates on the street corners. I've heard debates in hallways. I've heard debates in classrooms. I've heard debates everywhere. But every time I keep looking for all these whiner babies out there who bitch and gripe. I don't see them debating about it, but I don't even see them marching. Except when to put people down. They don't have solutions. They have complaints all the damn time, but they don't have solutions that work. So, what are your solutions that work, whiner babies? You got nothing. You got nothing. No game.